What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 11 Sleeper Picks. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to give you some of my top DFS sleeper picks for NFL Week 11. Super low priced and low ownership players that could crush value this week and give your lineup an advantage over the field. These are risky plays, meant for large tournaments only. Don't go all in on any of these guys. They are high risk, high reward picks. And if you stay to the very end after all my picks and after I show you the Draft Dashboard tools, I'll give you my super secret sleeper pick that no one's talking about. Before we get started, I have a special announcement for everyone who wants to try Draft Dashboard. The DFS tools you see on the screen here. We have a totally free 1-week trial linked in the description below. No credit card needed to start the trial. It's a totally free 1-week pass to try all our daily fantasy tools for yourself. You'll get access to the projected ownerships, the position optimizer, where you can see the defense versus position ranking, projected points, the last 3-game history. You'll get access to the lineup optimizer to help build better lineups, save time with the mass lineup generator, and use the late swap optimizer if you need to make last-minute changes due to injury. Tons of great tools that should help cut your research time in half. All available totally free for 1 week, no strings attached. Click the link in the description of this video to get started. My quarterback sleeper pick for Week 11 is Jimmy Garoppolo from the San Francisco 49ers playing the Arizona Cardinals, who have the absolute worst defense overall, and they give up the most fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks. Jimmy Garoppolo has averaged 15.8 fantasy points per game on the season. He only scored 13 fantasy points last week, but he put up 32 fantasy points the game before that. So he's got 30 plus point upside, rushing the ball an average of 3.3 times per game. He's only going to be about 2% owned. So some people are going to say, oh, Jimmy Garoppolo's not a sleeper pick. I'm talking about low ownership plays here. 2% super low owned player this week, projected at 18 fantasy points here in Week 11. He's $6,700 DraftKings salary and $1,300 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 44 points scored in this game, and they have the 49ers favored by 9.5. This is a home game, fantastic matchup. This guy's got 30-point upside, so I like Jimmy Garoppolo here versus the Arizona Cardinals. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, my Week 11 sleeper pick at the running back position is James White from the New England Patriots playing the Philadelphia Eagles, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense in overall. And even though they've been pretty good against opposing running backs, James White has averaged 13.4 fantasy points per game on the season. He scored 16 fantasy points last week off of 9 rush attempts and 3 pass targets. He gets an average of 10.9 touches per game. He's getting about 7 pass targets per game on the season. So he's like a wide receiver with some rushing upside. James White is only going to be about 3% owned, on the field for 43% of the snaps. This guy always seems to be involved with the scoring plays. Projected at 12.5 fantasy points here in Week 11. He's $5,400 DraftKings salary and $700 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 44.5 points scored in this game. They have the Patriots favored by 4, but I could see the Patriots blowing out the Eagles here, and James White could get a lot of work. So I like James White here versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay guys, if you're getting any value from this video, please hit that red subscribe button. We put out new fantasy football videos every day. So if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, you won't miss out on any of our new fantasy football videos. Tons of free stuff coming your way. It only takes a second, and it helps us push out more fantasy football content for you guys to consume each and every day. It's because of you subscribers that make this possible. So thank you for supporting this channel. Okay, my Week 11 wide receiver sleeper pick is DJ Chark from the Jacksonville Jaguars playing the Indianapolis Colts, who've got a pretty good defense overall, and they've been pretty good versus opposing wide receivers. But DJ Chark has averaged 17.4 fantasy points per game on the season. He only scored 7 fantasy points last week, but he had 9 pass targets. He's averaging 7.8 pass targets per game on the season, and he's only going to be about 2% owned. On the field for 77% of the snaps, projected at 14 fantasy points here in Week 11. He's 6,200 DraftKings salary and 200 less on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 43.5 points scored in this game, and they have the Jacksonville Jaguars trailing by 2.5. So they could need to throw some passes to DJ Chark to come from behind. Could be a passing game script for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this guy's been great throughout the season. So I like DJ Chark here versus the Indianapolis Colts. And remember, you can try Draft Dashboard totally free. No credit card needed to try it out. This is a special limited time offer available right now. Just click the link in the description of this video and try Draft Dashboard and all these DFS tools totally free for 7 days. No strings attached. We are confident that you'll find something that you like about Draft Dashboard. If you try everything out for the full 7 days, go through every tool we have and give it a try. Totally free on us. Okay, moving on to the tight end position. My Week 11 tight end sleeper pick is Noah Fant from the Denver Broncos playing the Minnesota Vikings, who have a middle of the pack defense overall, and they've been pretty good against opposing tight ends. Noah Fant has averaged 7.4 fantasy points per game on the season. He scored 24 fantasy points off of 4 pass targets last game. He had 8 targets the game before that and 5 the game before that. He's only going to be about 2% owned, on the field for 72% of the snaps. He's got that 20 plus point upside, projected at 8 fantasy points here in Week 11. He's 3,700 DraftKings salary and 1,400 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 40 points scored in this game, and they've got the Denver Broncos trailing by 10. So the Denver Broncos should have to pass the ball. Noah Fant can get those targets. He can break one for a touchdown, and he could find himself in the winning lineup. So I like Noah Fant here versus the Minnesota Vikings. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video, or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. You've unlocked the bonus content. Okay guys, I'm going to give you more sleeper picks at the end of this sleeper pick segment, and I'm going to give you 2 right here. I've already been talking about Kendrick Bourne. He's only going to be about 1% owned for the San Francisco 49ers playing the Arizona Cardinals. Great matchup, minimal price, 3,000 DraftKings salary, 1,800 more on FanDuel. He's projected at 7.4 fantasy points for Week 11. He scored 16 fantasy points and 8 pass targets last game. Emmanuel Sanders was out, so that's going to open up more pass targets for Kendrick Bourne. So he's a minimum salary sleeper pick with a lot of upside this week. And if you want to get even more risky, take a look at Isaiah McKenzie for the Buffalo Bills playing the Miami Dolphins, who have the 4th worst defense overall and give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Isaiah McKenzie has averaged 4.8 fantasy points per game on the season, but he got 4 pass targets last game and 3 the game before that. He's only going to be about 1% owned, projected at 5 fantasy points here in Week 11. He's $3,000 DraftKings salary and $1,500 more on FanDuel. So this is just a matchup play. He's going to get 3 to 4 targets this game. Super risky punt play. I prefer Kendrick Bourne if you're going to go this route, but don't be surprised if you see that Isaiah McKenzie found the end zone this week. So the other sleeper picks that I like for Week 11, I like Carlos Hyde, Marquise Brown, and Cortland Sutton. All 3 of those players are only going to be between 1 and 3% owned. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NFL slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck. Don't forget, you can try Draft Dashboard for 7 days, totally free, no credit card required. Just use the link in the description of this video to get started. Do you want more fantasy football picks? Check out the video linked right in the middle of the screen. If you got any value from this video, please tap that subscribe button before you get out of here and ring that bell notification so you won't miss our daily fantasy football uploads. We're putting out new videos every day, so I don't want you guys to miss any of our free content.